When you eat, you get full. Everyone does. Maybe you've had one too many snacks in the afternoon, or maybe you cook too much for dinner. But what we do with these leftovers is what's extremely important. Imagine you order a pizza cut in 6 slices. Now imagine you throw away 2 every single time you do this. Would you ever do that? No. But that's what's happening in the global scale right now. Every year, 1/3 of global food production is wasted. That's about 1.3 billion tons of food, or the equivalent weight of 8 trillion slices of pizzas. While the food we waste each year can serve the needs of 3 billion people, about 925 million of them still starve. Bringing it closer to home, every person in Rotterdam wastes about 52 kilograms of food every year. Considering the average person eats about 2.5 kilograms a day, one person's food waste in a year can feed another for 20 days straight. Typically, when we think of greenhouse gas emissions, we're thinking about big diesel trucks polluting the air or flaming oil drills in the desert. But did you know that food waste accounts for 4.4 gigatons of greenhouse gas emissions every year? If food waste were its own country, it would trail right behind China and the US in terms of greenhouse gas emissions. This problem shows us the importance of worldwide food waste management, not only to prevent the waste of our natural resources, but to keep the planet breathing. One such initiative in Rotterdam that is dealing with and preventing food waste is Buurtbuik. Buurtbuik is an organization that prepares free and healthy meals using the food that they rescued from grocery stores, markets, and restaurants. Today we have Mitch from Buurtbuik here in Rotterdam, who will explain a little bit more about what they do. Nice to meet you, Mitch.
Nice to meet you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at Buurtbuik.
Well, at Buurtbuik, Rotterdam, I'm a board member of our location. And actually that means that I kind of organize the volunteers or suppliers, the location itself, and everything around it.
Okay. We'd like to know how Buurtbuik actually started and why it started.
Why it started? Well, we can go back to 2 points. One point is like Buurtbuik, nationally started in 2014, actually in Amsterdam. By now there are 8 locations in Amsterdam. It's 2 in Utrecht, 3rd opening, and there's 1 in Rotterdam. And the Rotterdam location started last year. Officially, we opened first time the end of May in 2020, but we were working on opening since January 2020.
So what are the core values at Buurtbuik? What purposes are you guys trying to achieve here?
Well, mainly our first goal is actually to fight against food waste. Secondly, we want to bring people together, and we also want to help people out that kind of need like a little bit extra.
Cool. So who do you usually see are the people who come to your organization?
Well, everyone actually. It's very diverse. We got some students coming in, we have some homeless people from a homeless shelter coming in as well every week to get some meals. And we got like Moroccan families, Dutch families, and also elderly people that kind of want a little bit of friendliness.
Now that we know the story behind Buurtbuik, we want to kind of have you take us through a day in the organization. What does it look like, a day in a Buurtbuik as a team member?
Okay, as a team member, as a volunteer, well, it actually, a lot of it takes place at the market where we are now. But we actually always start at the community center. So we gather there, from there on we go to the market, and then we see what the stallholders will give us. The main goal thereby is to make sure that they won't waste any food, because usually they will throw the food out. We will take it with us, and we will prepare the meals for the people that want to get a meal.
How much food do you usually collect? Like how much people can you serve in a day typically?
Usually we serve 30 to 40 people a day.
Is there some days where you can kind of find yourself like lacking, let's say, food waste, or maybe there's like too much food waste? What usually comes into that?
It happens often. It kind of depends on the day. We'll see later that we might get a lot today or not as much as we would have hoped for. But when we got too much that we can cook with, or if we got plenty, we also just hand it out to the people that come that take the meals.
So what do you envision for the future of Buurtbuik?
Well, we're coming up close to a year with this location now, and it was a pretty rough year in 2020 to do that, because first we were open and people would eat in at our location, but that's not allowed at the moment. But yeah, we figured it out, and now we're ready to grow and to expand to a second, maybe even a third location within 2021.
Which locations perhaps are you planning to look at?
First of all, we're looking towards the west of Rotterdam. Like now we're in the south, and our aim is to have one in every direction to start with. So our first step will be in the west of Rotterdam.
So this all seems super interesting for us because of course we are focusing on sustainability in Rotterdam and tackling food waste in Rotterdam. So we want to get all our viewers kind of involved in Buurtbuik as well. So what kind of different ways can we be involved in this initiative?
Yeah, be involved in several ways. You can be a volunteer, of course, to start with. You can donate money. You can also donate food if you'd like to. Right now, because we also want to expand, we are looking for day coordinators, for more volunteers, and maybe even for some extra board members.
So let's say I want to volunteer tomorrow. What steps do I have to go through?
Well, first of all, we like you to send us an email, and that is possible at rotterdam@buurtbuik.nl. Or just come by and say, hey, I'm interested.
All right, cool.
Yeah, in the beginning it's also to bring people together and to just have a good time with people while sharing a meal, which is not possible right now, but we want, as soon as possible to do that, we will do it. And it also kind of reshaped our days. Usually it was a lot longer because we had to make 3 courses that we do normally, and people eat at our location. And now we just have a takeout meal.
Buurtbuik is only one of many initiatives in Rotterdam tackling the problem of food waste. We challenge you to think about the issue of global food waste and what you can do to help. Thanks for watching! Ooh, my ride's here! Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos.